Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. That time when my daughter from another timeline visited me by KiritoBambre. Chapter 22. I Will Not Give Up, Part 2, Hinata Pav. Before Rizu awaken, Luminous Sama and the others are currently fighting Ivaraj. The fact that they're fighting Ivaraj means that Rimuru lose to Ivaraj. No, losing was not the right word to describe it, more like, he got careless. Luminous Sama said that Rimuru had been imprisoned by Ivaraj's attack. I'm sure he became reckless again and stepped on the trap carelessly while fighting Ivaraj. Sigh. That just so like him. Well, there's no one in this world that can imprison that guy. I'm sure that he will free himself sooner or later. While he's doing that, we have to stop Ivaraj no matter what. Also, I glanced at Rizu that was covered in super dense egg-like barrier and thought, she's still undergoing an evolution. It means she will wake up in 3 days or more than that. Should I leave the protection to Hakuro Dono and help Luminous Sama? But, if I do that... Are you okay, Hinata-sama? Hakuro Dono questioned me. He must have noticed my serious expression and desires to help Luminous Sama. If you want to go, you can go now. I'm enough to guard Rizu-sama. Hakuro Dono smiled at me while saying this. As a swords master, he's really good at reading people's minds. Well, that's what I want to do, but I can't do that. I promised to Rimuru and Luminous Sama that I will guard Rizu and protect her from any harm. It's okay, Hakuro Dono. I'm fine. You don't have to do that for me. Okay. Hakuro Dono didn't question me any further upon hearing my reply. I myself know that they will be fine even if I didn't help. Watching them fighting together to defeat their one and only enemy made me ease off my mind. Besides, I'll just become a burden if I tried to aid them. After becoming a true hero, the power I obtained was so strong for me that it gave me problem to control it. Although I can control it if I release only half of my power, but if I release more than that, it will burden me for sure. But, right now, our opponent is the world-destroying dragon Ivaraj. Knowing the overwhelming difference in power between us, I myself know that I can't defeat him in a one-on-one battle. Although it may sound like I'm acting cowardly towards an opponent I didn't fight firsthand, as the captain of the Holy Knight Crusader, it's a shameful thing to say, but that was my honest feeling. I already decided to not help them and just protect Rizu as her guardian. But upon sensing the evil aura that made my whole body freeze. Crack. Boom. The sound of a barrier that was shattering into pieces can be heard in my distance. I turned around and noticed that Luminous Sama and others had been blown away by the power that Ivaraj released. I immediately changed my mind. What is this? This power, it's so strong. Even at my distance, the power he was unleashing was so strong that it gave shiver to my whole body. I also noticed that it was far more stronger than before, that I have a hard time believing it. He then flew up the sky and stopped midway. After that, he transformed into his gigantic dragon form. He opened his mouth and gathered his mana that point towards Luminous Sama and the others. This magic energy. This is bad. I have to help Luminous Sama. Hakuro Dono. I'll leave the safety of Rizu to you, is what I said without glancing, and just ran with all my might. I ran towards Luminous Sama. Using my skill, Magic Sense, I can pinpoint their location. After using it, I noticed that the distance between us is not that far in my point of view. If I ran faster, I can make it in time. I also noticed that Luminous Sama and the others have no slight intention to run, instead they planning to take the attack head on. Yeah. I know what they feel. Running was pointless if that attack hit the surface. If that hit, many lives will lost. For us who possess high-level spiritual body, we may be able to survive, but what about those who didn't? As the protector of the humanity, I can't let that happen. As soon as I reached the battlefield, I spotted Luminous Sama and the others as they gathered their last bit of mana to unleash their strongest attack. Gamma Burst Roaring Dragon! Cried Ivaraj. The attack that Ivaraj released was so strong that it created many unnatural phenomena that was hard to explain. Gulp! I can't help but gulp at the sight of an attack that was nearing us. My body stiffened and I can't move an inch of my body, as if my body was frozen from head to toe. I want to move, but my body won't listen to me. At that time, when I tried to give up fighting and accept my fate, I heard the voice of my comrades as they shout while unleashing their strongest attack together. All the attack fused and become one, like a rainbow with many different colors. DOOMMMMM. Asterisk both attack hit each other and it created a very deafening sound that it shook the whole planet. I snapped from the reality as I tried to straighten up myself. There's no time to be scared. Even if I die, I at least want to die while protecting those who are important to me. I unsheathed my sword to release my strongest attack. Even if I can't control my power, I still want to help them even if it's just a little. Hero's energy. Full release. As the energy continues to flow into my body like a flood with a never-ending stream of water, I feel my power rises up to a whole new level. But the power was so strong that I have a hard time controlling it. My eyes and nose started to bleed and my consciousness started to fade. I can't even maintain the balance of my body. TCH. I clicked my tongue in frustration. I'm so weak. I can't do a single thing. All I could do was watch while others giving their all. I thought as I cursed myself. Thought my body already given up. Even if I didn't lose my consciousness, I can't summon my strength to stand up. I can barely even hear a single sound in my surroundings. Hee. Looks like this is all I can do. Forgive me, Luminous Sama. I tried to close my eyes as I wait my life to fade when. Don't give up. I heard someone shouted that made me barely wake up. Who said that? I tried to lift up my face but I can't. Rimuru-sama will come. I know that. I believe in him. Rimuru-sama has done many miracles in the past. Even if he's not here, I'm sure that he will find a way to help us. And for that, I will not give up. It made me speechless after I heard that. Yes, that's right. I don't want to give up. I still haven't fulfilled my duty as the protector of the humanity. I still haven't protected a single person in this battle. That's why, stand up, me. Confirmed. Fate King Fortuna evolved into Light God, Andromeda, successful. I thought as I forced my fragile body to stand. I used my sword as a cane to support my body. With that, I finally managed to stand. The voice of the world echoed in my head but I didn't bother to hear or understand what it was. The only thing that was running in my head was to help my comrades and defeat Ivaraj. I position my body to ready my attack as I stare above. I gather all my mana at my right hand where I was holding my sword. Huff. Huff. Ha. Fate change. Divine Nova. I cried as the pain run through my body. Fate change. Divine Nova is an attack that bursts a bright light and radiate more energy than the sun with an ultimate skill mix with it. It can interfere concept and can change the course of destiny. I thrust my sword imbued with all my mana towards Ivaraj. It was so strong that it made my sword turn to dust. Thud after unleashing that attack, I lost my strength on both legs that my body fell to the ground. This time, I really can't move my body even an inch. Thankfully, I fell down with my back. Because of that, I can watch the outcome of the battle with no regret. The attack I unleashed fused with the attack of Luminous Sama and the others. It shone brightly than before that it continues to thrust upward until it pushed back Ivaraj's attack little by little. I thought that we will win in the end, but I'm seriously mistaken. Ivaraj increased his power even more that it made Luminous Sama and the others kneel to the ground. The power we created together vanished into thin air and Luminous Sama and the others collapsed to the ground because of too much exhaustion. I watched the light attack of Ivaraj as it continues to travel towards us. Looks like we will all die, is what I thought. It's quite regretful to die in this situation. I haven't even tell Rimuru that I lee. Wheesh. Someone passed through me. Who's that? It was moving too fast that I didn't identify who it was. After using Fate Change, Divine Nova, that uses all my mana, I can't hear even a scratch in my surroundings and I can only see barely. Oh well. Forget it, is what I thought. Ivaraj's annihilation attack was already near us. Any seconds now and it will already hit the ground. But then, out of nowhere, a purple mist covered the battlefield. It was big. Big enough to block Ivaraj's annihilation attack. But instead of blocking it, it devoured the attack to its very last bit. Wait. That's skill. I know one person who can do something like that. I witness it many times. Looks like you came at a right time. I thought without glancing. I slowly closed my eyes, leaving all my worry behind. Thank you, Rimuru, I thought as my consciousness plunged into an eternal sleep with a smile on my face. Rizu Pav after Hinata leave. I woke up from my evolutionary sleep with my whole body covered in shell made of dense magicule. I tried to move my body and break free. But before I did that, I noticed there was a problem. Right now, I'm not wearing anything. In other words, I'm naked. That was not good. I tried to use what Papa's partner, Seal-san, taught me about the creation of matter, and it was unexpectedly simple and successful. Depending on the ability of the maker, what is made will perform differently. Plus this outfit is not only super comfortable to wear, but the light pink mix with pitch black look is cool too. Notice. The outfit was similar to Rimuru's true dragon outfit where the white part turned into pitch black while the black part turned into light pink. I can make a human body without consuming magicules, and it's gotten a lot bigger. Has it grown, so to speak? My hair also gotten a lot longer than before and was now reaching my waist. Unlike Papa's shiny blue hair, my hair turned into black, mixed with light pink color to its edge. I look a lot like Mama now. Papa will be surprised if he see this. Now then, rag. I shout while flaring my hockey. With that, I successfully shatter the shell-like barrier. The first thing I noticed is the colliding of two powerful attacks above. I also noticed many life signals fading little by little, and one of that life signals belonged to Hinata Oni-chan. I have to hurry and help them, I thought after observing the situation. Rizu-sama. I'm glad you're okay, said by Grandpa Hakuro. Grandpa Hakuro was here. But how did he know it was me? I'm different than before. Maybe it's because the magic I emit. Anyway, perfect. Thank you. By the way, Grandpa Hakuro, can you do me favor? What is it, Rizu-sama? Could you call the other executives of Papa and bring them here? Tell them to bring a full potion to aid Hinata Oni-chan and the others. After that, bring them to Tempest Evacuation Center. Understood. Then I will go now. Be careful, Rizu-sama, said Grandpa Hakuro as he vanished without a sound. Now then, it looks like I have to go too and help the, I noticed the sudden increase of magical output that belonged to Ivaraj. The attack that Hinata Oni-chan created vanished into thin air and the attack of Ivaraj came straight to them. Whoosh! I don't have time to think and just run faster than I could. Before I know it, I reached the battlefield in no time, at the center where the attack will hit. Now then, how should I stop this? Less than answer. I suggest using Void God Azathoth. Greater than. Great Sage, you were there the entire time? Why you didn't tell me? Less than report. The unique skill, Great Sage, has evolved into the ultimate skill wisdom god, Athena. As a result, it has disappeared and cannot be accessed. Greater than. Whoa, really? I didn't know that Great Sage can evolve into an amazing skill. But I can explore this later. I still have an unprecedented crisis to deal with right now. Alright, Athena-san. What do you mean using Void God, Azathoth? I thought it was owned by Papa. Less than answer. With Seal-sama's permission, we can access Rimuru-sama's skill when he was not using it. I call it Baro's skill, Rimuru's access, greater than. Awesome. If that's the case, let's use it already. Less than understood. Greater than I turn off the thought acceleration, and stretched my hand above and shout. Devour it all. Azathoth. A purple mist came out from my palm, like a black hole, after I mutter those words. Unlike my skill, Gluttony, Azathoth was in a whole new level. The space it devour was far more bigger and has no limit. I absorbed all the energy of Ivaraj's attack and converted to my own. I feel so satisfied after absorbing it all. Less than report. After absorbing all the energy, I convert all of it to increase your power. Because of it, mana storage was now in full max capacity. Greater than. I forgot that Azathoth, like Gluttony, didn't consume any mana when using it, instead it absorbed energy around it. I'm so lucky. Papa sure was kind to give me access to use his skill. Also, I look at my surroundings. Looks like there's no one had been injured. Thank goodness. Looks like I made it in time. Don't worry, all of you. I, Rizu Tempest, promise that I will protect you all with all my power, I said with a smile as I clenched my delicate hands that shows my determination. Even though they can't hear me, I still said it. Papa and Mama told me that this is my new home now, and they were right. That's why, anyone who tried to destroy it will have pass over my dead body. I glanced towards Ivaraj's direction when I noticed that he was approaching at me in his human form. He flew towards my direction and stopped midway. We stare each other's eye as we try to dominate each other. I didn't expect that you will wake up immediately in your evolutionary sleep. Oh well. It saves me time that you're here. I have to devour you after all, but it can wait. I still have to dispose those insects lying in the ground. Ha ha. Ivaraj said with a scary face. You know that I will not let you do that, right? Besides, I have to pay you back for what you did to my family and home. You still angry about that? Ha ha ha. You really are just a kid, but even if that was the case, I will show you no mercy. Bring it on then. You big fat oaf lizard. Even though he was not in his dragon form, I still call him that. Well, it's the truth, so I don't have to lie, right? Ivaraj tried to attack everyone that was lying on the ground, but before he could do that, I cut his left arm with my sword that I store in my stomach. The katana that Papa gave to me evolved after my evolution. Its sharp edge was shaded with pink while the other edge shaded with black. It was beautiful actually. After my surprise attack, it made him slack-jawed after he noticed that his left arm was missing. How did you do it? I didn't say anything in return and just keep quiet. Keeping quiet, huh? Oh well. I recognize your ability to cut off my arm like that, but it's useless. Ha 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 ha. He laughed while trying to regenerate his left arm, but then he noticed that it was not coming back. What's going on? Why is my arm not coming back? Ivaraj asked himself. What did you do? He then glanced at me after noticing that it was my doing. He asked me and I just smirked like a kid that played a prank. Hey. You finally noticed. I didn't sneak like that to cut your arm with no reason, you know. It was not that I moved so fast that you didn't notice. I just completely erased my presence and moved fast enough to cut your arm. My sword after all was imbued with my ultimate skill that can interfere concept directly. Using it, I just erased the existence of your left arm. In other words, I just made it look like you have no left arm in the first place. What? What the hell is the meaning of that? You don't have to understand. You will die anyway. I point my sword towards him, indicating that he will not win against me and will die with my own hands. To be continued.